Hi, hello. If you're new here, my name is Sierra, and I'm going to be enjoying some chips and salsa while I talk about the fear of being seen. So, I know that with this new day and age of social media, we all collectively have the fear of being perceived. This is just some regular schmegular. Oh, that does not look appetizing on camera. This is just some regular schmegular Tostitos salsa. We all have the fear of being perceived. And we often think that we need to get to our end goal or get to where we're trying to go immediately. And it can be discouraging when we don't. And it can be discouraging when we see all these people achieving and accomplishing what we want to accomplish, and we have yet to do that. But I'm here to tell you that it does, in fact, get easier. And it does, in fact, get easier when you stop trying to live other people's lives and you start living your life for yourself. When you see all these wellness creators post about, like, oh, wake up at the booty crack of dawn and go to the gym and eat this and eat that, but you're someone who hates going to the gym. I don't necessarily hate going to the gym. It's more so getting up early to do that is something that does not align with me. But if I was forcing myself to do so because a creator said so, because that is how they're living their life, I wouldn't be living the life that's best for me. Instead, if I want to go to the gym, I instead incorporate movement. If my brain starts getting to where it's like, oh, I need to go to the gym, I need to work out. Actually, you just want movement. So then I do yoga, or I do Pilates, or I learn a K-pop dance, and I'm happy. You do not always have to do what the next person is doing because it is working for them. Because what works for them will not always work for you. Delayed gratification is also something that I'm learning to live without. Better yet, being okay with the fact things take time. I, of course, know that I'm not going to achieve my goals right this very second. Have I already achieved goals the younger me and past me wanted to achieve? Absolutely. And I know that in due time, I will, in fact, achieve those goals. Now, they won't be as fast as society is telling me. Like, go to college, get a degree, get a job, and then immediately, oh yeah, work 6 figures. Since we are now, like, living in a society to where money is, like, the prominent power, and you have people like me and, like, I know many others who just kind of despise the traditional 9 to 5. Trying to make your way and make your own lane while living your life, while also trying to still sort of live by what society tells us to, is very hard. Especially coming from, like, a sort of low income family. When I express my dislike for not wanting to work, it's often like, oh no, you need to work or you're gonna run out of money. And now I'm like, no, you're not going to project your limiting beliefs onto me, because I refuse to believe that I refuse to believe that I'm going to have to struggle and work paycheck to paycheck for the rest of my life. Absolutely not. One thing I will say, is that it gets easier when you realize that sometimes the fears, sometimes their advice and guidance is just a projection of their fears. And I know they mean well, but it gets to a certain point where it's like, do you want me to achieve my goals? Do you want me to be better than you? Do you want me to have a better life than what you had? If so, why are you trying to prohibit me from stepping outside of the box? And like I said, it's just a projection of their fears. Our parents don't want us to struggle. Our parents want us to have security and freedom and stability. But when we try to create stability and freedom and security in ways that are foreign to them, they get kind of freaked out. And that's when you have to realize you're living your life and they live their life. You can take their advice, but take it with a grain of salt. You know, eating while talking, or talking while eating, is definitely forcing me to slow down. And it's definitely a change of pace. But I don't hate it. I have been craving salsa for so long. And yeah. I think I'm going to finish eating. And then if I feel called to, I'm going to start back yapping. I love talking about like self-love and self-identity and relationships and boundaries and living your best life and being your truest self. It fills my heart with like so much joy seeing people finally embrace themselves and embrace themselves wholly after we've been conditioned to live in a world where being normal is the norm and being yourself is like bad. Why be normal when you can be weird and authentic and like quirky is like, I love seeing people and their quirks. It like makes me so happy. And I despise being a follower. I despise seeing a big group of people just following after one person, who's obviously not like thinking for real. And it seems like in this day and age that a lot of people aren't using the gift of discernment or thinking for themselves. And it's really upsetting because if you think about the things that people say, especially those like if you look up to or you follow or like you take their words and you run with it, if you are not supporting a good person and you like logically and rationally think about that, like, does it not make sense? But some people don't think like that, and that's like a shame, but it's okay. Anywho, thank you for watching. Bye bye.